Hi guys, let's do this. Let us There we go. Hi guys. Hi Mampote. Welcome to this live. Let's do this. Let's do this. There we go. Okay. There we go. Let's go. We are ready. I'm so excited. I am so excited. Okay. Hi, Mozart. Welcome. Welcome so much. Welcome so much. That's not even English. Okay. I think I'm going to have to fetch my Vaseline real quick. Hold on. Don't leave, guys. Don't leave. I'm still here. I was just fetching my Vaseline. Fast. Quick in a hurry. Hi, guys. Okay, let's do this. Hi, Mampote. Ish, you told me that I shouldn't delete the message. I felt bad. Let's do this. There we go. Welcome, everybody. We've got a special guest today. I'm so excited. I'm absolutely excited. Okay. So I was bringing my Vaseline closer. Hi, Jeremiah. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Can you guys see me? How should I change it up? Hi there. Welcome. I'm just going to have a sip of my water. I think I'm well, thanks. How are you, my brother? There we go. Let me do this. Ooh. There we go. I think the light is good. Let me know. Hi, how are you? I'm good. I hope you are doing well. Let me know where you guys are watching me from and double tap the screen. Do me that favor of double tapping the screen, okay? I'm so excited. I cannot wait for today's live. Today's live is going to be absolutely amazing. My pen just fell on the floor. Hold on. Ooh. Okay, I am here. Thank you so much, you guys. Ish, today was a busy day. I'm not going to lie. Busy day. Yo. Yane, I see your likes. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I have not been hosting successful lives these past couple of days. Mainly because of mindset. I'm not gonna lie. My mindset was all the way low. But I'm here now. I did my hair today, so thank goodness I was able to, just lift my spirits up a bit. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really happy. So thank you so much for being here, you guys. It really is an honor. I'm going to be telling you guys about how I retired at the age of 27. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm so excited about the fact that I get to come here and tell you guys about how you can live the lives of your dream. It doesn't have to be a life of having to answer to someone. It doesn't have to be a life of a boss. It doesn't have to be a life of, just accepting the status quo. And I put it in quotations because the status quo really isn't. It isn't it. You know what I mean? So that being said, do me a favor and put a 1 in the comments if you are ready to change your life. Put a 1 in the comments if you're ready to change your life while I drink this hot water. Put a 1 in the comments if you are ready for a life-changing transformation. Put a 1 in the comments. King Wisdom, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for being here. I do not see those ones. Are you guys not ready for a transformation, for a life-changing transformation? Let me know. Ah! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's do this. There we go. Okay, you know what? Instead of those, put a 1. Ne? I see you, Mom Pote. Thank you so much for being here. Let me do this. Can you guys see me? Please let me know. Put a 1 in the comments if you can see me. You can see what it is that I'm saying. You can see what it is that I'm doing. Let me know. Good evening. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Let me just do this real quick, real fast. There we go. Okay, so I've shared the live to the relevant people. Hi, everyone. Okay. Thank you so much, Mom Pote. Your comment has been filtered, but let me unfilter it. Thank you. I really appreciate that a lot. Okay. Hi, guys. My name is Tázia-The. I used to be a delivery driver, but now I'm a digital marketer. Every day that I get to say that out loud, every day that I get to come online and share my story is a day where I am living in my purpose, okay? So that being said, I want us to prime, okay? There's only 6 of us here on this live right now, but I'd like for us to prime ourselves for success. I only work with winners. I only work with people who are bettering themselves, okay? That being said, I need you to put a yes in the comments if you are accepting that your life is a life of abundance. You are accepting that your life is a life not of lack, okay? If you are accepting that that is your life, put a yes in the comments right now, okay? So we can begin the life properly. Right, like I said, nothing changes if nothing changes. I'm trying to prime a winner for a winner's mindset. Exactly, Mampote. I see you, Mozart. Most definitely, you have to prime yourself for a winner's mindset. King Wisdom, I see you. Okay, so you have to prime yourself for success. You can't expect success when you're not walking in success, you know what I mean? So that being said, it really is an honor being here. I'm going to have a very special guest on this live. He just needs to accept my invitation. He's going to come on in a couple of minutes. I've got my questions over here. I'm so excited. Look at this app doing what it does. Let me just hold on real quick. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, guys, put in the comments where you guys are watching me from, ne? Put in the comments where you guys are watching me from. I'd love to know while I take a sip of my hot water. If anyone knows anything about me, ne? I like hot water or I like water with lemon. It's my thing. Thank you so much for the follow, King Wisdom. I appreciate that. I'm going to take a sip of my hot water now, ne? Yum. Absolute yum. Thank you so much, you guys. Okay, so right off the bat, right, neither can I. I'm so excited. Pretoria, Garankuwa. Love that, absolutely love that. You're not that far from me, just like an hour and a half, 2 hours, nyana, not that far. I'm in Secunda, Mpumalanga. What's the weather like there? Please let me know what's the weather like over there where you are. Mbombela, we are in the same province. Miss Joyce, let me know what the weather is like over there. Let me know what the weather is like. Tell me what the weather is like over here, to be honest with you, ne? Because we have Sasso. The weather is not it's not. Tim Hess is in the house. The weather is not the best over here. But that being said, you guys, it really is an honor being here. My special guest just got here, okay? It's still warm. I love that. Invite me. Oh my. You guys don't understand. You are in the presence of royalty. Mr. Tim Hess is in the house. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm inviting you right now. There we go. There's the invitation. Cloudy, not cold. Hi, Mr. Tim.
Oh my lord! I am not royalty. Oh my god! I don't even know what to do at this point with that title.
You
Hey, you
are
don't.
to us.
Oh
You
my
don't
gosh! Well,
understand
you're
the role
incredible.
that you play.
Oh my gosh! Listen, here's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to go live, and then I'm going to come on so we're a split screen. So now I got to see if I can
All
get out of
right.
here. So let me get right back in here, and
No
I will come
problem.
back on. Okay.
Perfect. No problem. Okay, guys, so that was just me giving you a taste of what you have. Let me tell you something about this man name. This man, lady, you're in the right place. You are here in the right time. Tim. I know. I got to ask Tim. I asked him nicely, like, please, can you just join my live? And I asked him a couple of weeks back, and he was like, send me an email, and I did that. And we've got Tim Hess in the house. Okay, so you really don't want to miss it. This man is someone who is also inside the same business that I'm in. He's also doing the exact same thing that I'm doing. I know. I know. I know. So yeah, I know that a lot of you are here and you're like, what is this girl being so excited about? You guys don't understand. Tim Hess is someone who basically he's an industry giant. Okay, he is very good friends with the founder of this program. He's someone who has had trainings. He's someone who is on his way to reaching seven figures in dollars in the online space. So yeah. Thank you so much, Mom Joyce. I really appreciate that. You guys are gonna make me cry. The amount of tears I've had these past couple of days. Okay, yeah. I have Tim. Tim Hess on my live. Yeah. I'm gonna take a sip of this hot water right here. Okay, so he said he's gonna go live and then he's gonna try and have us do a split screen situation. So I hope that works. It is gonna work. Not even I hope that works. It is gonna work, most definitely. But I'm so glad for those of you who are here and for those of you who do know who Tim is. I'm so glad that you guys are here. You get to experience that. This right off the bat, you need to understand that this is a way to make money online. I'm not talking about trading. I'm not talking about fagimalu zobona. That's not what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm not talking about a pyramid scheme. There's no upline downline. You don't answer to someone. I'm talking about Tim, and I'm talking about him as this amazing human being, but I'm not talking about him as someone who I'm not talking about him as someone who I answer to. I don't. I simply decided one day that, you know what? Since I randomly have guests on my live, I would like to have Tim on my live. And the one thing that you are taught inside this program is to put yourself in the shoes of someone who dares. Okay? Yeah, more things are happening. Mom Joyce. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I appreciate that. So who is ready? Who is ready? Put a yes in the comments if we are ready to hear Tim Hess. I'm saying who is ready, but I don't even know if he has already gone live. I'm so excited. I'm gonna drink more of this, ne? The way now I'm ready. Let me just see something real quick, real fast. Ooh wee. Okay. It's okay. Patience is a virtue. In the meantime, I'm going to be telling you guys about exactly what it is that I am doing as a digital marketer, right? So I'm ready. I love that. Mozart. Is it Mohale? Is it you? Please let me know if it's you. I don't know, cause yeah, I think Mozart. If it is you, Mohale, I'm going to put you on blast right now and let everyone know about the fact that you decided that you want to start on the $1,400 oh, listen, guys, this man over here, Mohale, right? Mozart. decided I'm hearing this lady talk about making money online. I'm not trying to start on the $100 program. I want to make sure I go all in. I start there. Okay? This man decided while I was recording in studio, Uguti, he's going to send me a $1,400 sale. In rands, that is 22,000 rand, 22,800 rand plus minus, right? This man, and I'm putting you on blast, Mohale. This man decided that he's going to start at 10 income streams. He's going to make sure that he starts learning AI, okay? He starts getting that one-on-one mentorship with Michelle O'Neill and having 10 income streams in English and in Spanish. That's what he decided to start on yesterday while I was recording music. Okay, so yeah, if you guys think that the program doesn't work or this doesn't work or trust me when I say it does. Okay, I used to be a delivery driver working those 13-hour shifts, and yeah, man, they really didn't work. You know what I mean? Let me just see what's going on with Tim right now. Okay, he's still online, so I'm just gonna continue waiting. Ne? Patience is a virtue. I do understand that. Let me take another sip of this. Mampotesh, thank you so much. You know you could be anywhere else right now, but you're waiting for me. Oh, guys, I'm so excited. He's trying to add you. No problem. Let me also try to add him. And with Paulo is here. Boa noite. Okay. Let's see. Go live with Gets. I just tried to add him right now. She even recruited me. Who recruited you? Who's that? Who is it that recruited you? We don't have recruitment in this program. Thank goodness for that. I don't think I would be able to live life if that's the case. You know, I don't think I'd be able to live life if recruitment was a thing I did here. Lerato Tinte, thank you so much for the follow. Building income, I see you guys. Listen, he's trying to add you on his live. Oh, he accepted my invitation. Okay. Oh, we can't do split screen. Let me just find out.
Yeah, good morning. I don't know. You know what it is? I don't know why I won't do split screen on you. Because I don't really do. I do everyone on split screen, but
yeah.
Don't worry. I'm glad I have a big enough head, so they should be able to see everything okay. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm also wondering why it's not doing the split screen, but it's okay. It's okay. It's perfectly fine.
It's better to see you than me. Don't worry about it.
Wow, I think I'm actually gonna remove these words. Tim, I am ecstatic. You don't understand. Yesterday I got my first $1,400 sale. Today I got a $600 sale.
You know what? That is okay. So, be honest now. Here's the real key, though. Like, here's the real core. Here's what I want to put this in perspective. Now, listen. When you first saw it, first feeling, what was it?
I cried.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cried. Not because I didn't believe it. It wasn't a thing of, it was because I was like, I know the system works. That's the thing. That's why we come on live every day. I know the system works. But it was like,
yep.
Because like I've said to you before, I've worked 13-hour shifts as a delivery driver. Something similar to Uber Eats. That's what I was doing for 13 hours a day for 29 Rand an order. 29 Rand is a little bit over $1 per order. So I wasn't even trading my time for money. I was trading my life for nothing, So when something like this happens, and worst of all, not even worst of all, it's a good thing, but I was doing something that I love. I was recording music because I sing. I don't know if you know this, but
I do. Yeah, I do. I do know you do. So I know you, young lady. I followed you. I see what you do.
I appreciate that.
I think it's really cool. It's so funny you say that when you receive 1,400. And where are you from again?
South Africa.
I know. Okay, I know. I am over the moon excited for you because I think the thing is I know the weight that it carries in South Africa. Like, but I want you to understand the weight that it carries in California, in the United States. Like $1,400 doesn't even it does not go far in the United States where I live. It's like if I'm not making $20,000, $25,000, $30,000 a month, we're not living a quality of life. Like that's why I wanted you to understand. It's like so when you make $1,400, like even out here, it's groceries, it's a bill.
Wow, that is crazy.
Oh my God, yeah. Like but I've lived here for almost 30 years. But I will tell you, living $1,400, like I'm so excited for you because I love how you said it. Like when you first get your first sale or your first 1,400, it's not that you know this works. Like we're around so many people that are actually making it. That's the thing. You know, I read something this morning on my live this morning that I was reading inside our community. He writes, Don, there's a guy in our community. His name is Don. And I'm Don Rodwell. Live in Arizona. I am 81 years old who never gives up. I'm heading in for my third cancer surgery and share something from the heart with this. This is one of the most caring groups of people I've ever been a part of. When I was diagnosed with everything about cancer, everything changed. My online business suddenly became more important than ever. It became my therapy. It's like we have a community, and you know the weight of the community of what this does. This is just, I don't know how else. When I see people make $1,400 sales, that I have people in the Philippines that purchased from me, in the islands, Bermuda, Caribbean, that have purchased from me, and they're just sending me messages of their first sales. I mean, I had 2 messages yesterday of people that had their first sale. So it's like I relive my sale, my very first sale. And I got to share it with you because you're going to love it. My first sale went like this. I look at my phone. I'm like, you got paid $50 because back then the programs were different. $50. And I'm like, and then I got a email saying, hey, I bought your program. I hope it really works. And I'm dying laughing because I'm like, girl, you're my first sale. So, hey, cool. Then my second one came in the next day. And I am just in shock. Like, but I remember and then I went on for 14 days straight. Like I received a sale for 14 days straight. Every day I had
Every
a couple
single day
sales.
for 14 days.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting about that, Tim? Sorry if this sounds stalker-ish, but I'm sure you are so used to it right now. I'm someone who has followed your story since I started. You are someone who I've been looking at. So this is really a big deal having you here, right?
I don't take it lightly, and I don't really go on too many people's lives because I remember when Michelle went on my live one time, she popped in, I damn near fell out of my chair and I didn't know what to say. So I don't pop in because I popped in on other people's lives and I swear to God, I thought they were going to have a heart attack. That wasn't my intent. So to be on here, trust me, I'm more honored and more happy for you than you could possibly imagine. So it's, we look at this, we're just very, very blessed. And I just, if one person sees this and says, you know what, I'm in, that means the world.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
true.
So you deserve this though, but you deserve this. You're doing the things you're supposed to do. You're not giving up. You're never, your alternative is like after one $1,400 sale, $600 sale, then you're like, oh, I'm done. Like there's nothing that can compare. Why would I ever drive another car, pick up another meal?
Exactly.
Like, why would I ever do that again?
You know, one of my taglines, and I actually removed it here at the top, but I put that I was retired. I retired myself at the age of 27. I always say that because I want people to understand the type of transformation you can experience from here. But
Mm.
that's actually not even what I wanted to say. What I wanted to say was, so after you said it was 4 months when you saw your first sale, right? 4 or
Yeah.
3 months?
It was
4 months.
3.5 months. It was actually at the 4 month mark. It was about 2 days before 4 months.
So after that mark, you experienced the sale every day for 14 days, back to
14
back.
days, 1 to 2 sales a day for 14 days straight. And then I
Do you know
missed
what's
one
crazy?
day. The next 30 days, and the next 30 days, well, so those 14 days, I made 4,050 American dollars in those, yeah, in
Guys,
those.
someone in the comments, okay, because if I go to my calculators, someone in the comments, please put in your calculators, how much is $4,050 in rands? I think it's times 16,40. Plus minus, that's 60,000 rand. That is not even a salary. That's ridiculous to us here. That is
Wow.
absolutely ridiculous. If someone is having the $1,400 sale is a salary, a very good one. So what you're telling
So
me is, yeah?
go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, what you're telling me is in the 14 days that you were doing this after not getting a sale, you
Yeah.
were able to make three salaries.
Wow.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah. I
Oh
won't
my
even tell you
goodness.
what I made last. So last month I made $89,000.
89.
89,000. Yeah. I make anywhere from, I actually, my income is almost six figures every month. But you have to
Tim,
understand,
you know that,
I've been in this business for 3 years.
Tim, $89,000 is more than R1 million. You made that in
Yeah.
a month
Yeah.
just from
Well,
reselling.
from reselling the course, and I have made more than that, just so you know. And the reason I tell you that is not to, it really solely is to impress upon you is I'm no one special. I'm 59 years old. I'm a dude that, I was just telling, I love the golf every day. I live on a golf course in California in the United States. I would always say the Americas. I don't. I had people that bought from Ireland just recently. I had people buy from Ireland. I had two from Spain, one from Germany, and one from Norway in the month of March. So it's not just Americans. I Canadians bought last month, Mexico, but I had a handful of Europeans. So it's not. It doesn't matter where you are. I cannot
Mhm.
tell you or express to you is you just got to get in, follow your guidance and your steps. Because realistically, I am, again, I always tell people I'm no one special. I'm just a dude that wants to golf as much as possible, love my wife and date her, and then keep building a relationship that my kids I have with my kids. And that's, I don't want to give one more second of my time to another job. Like I worked a career for 25 years. And when I'm grateful for that job, don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for that career that has paid for the life I have. But being 59, I haven't had a job in, it'll be 5 years in October. That was the last it's 4.5 years ago. It was the last day that I worked a job where someone told me what to do. You know, so and again, I have people making money in Ireland. I have people making money in Canada. My gentleman that'll actually's made $1 million in the online space is a teacher, and he is in Japan. He built a community. He is a teacher. He teaches English to Japanese students. He speaks 3, 4 different languages. He built a community. He charges $199 a month. He has over 200 students in the community, and he makes anywhere from $300,000 to $500,000 a month.
Wow.
He's
Wow.
38 years old, and he's already made $1 million in the online space. Now, is that normal?
It's
I,
not
I so
normal. It's
so
not.
that is, well, here's the thing. We think that's not normal, right? So he says, Tim, I'm going to buy I'm going to sell the program. I have to tell you this because I think the thing is we keep thinking it's not normal. Um, but I didn't think making $89,000 was normal either. I didn't think making $50,000 for the last 12 months is normal. You know what I
Wow.
mean? What is normal?
Can I ask
Is
you a
normal?
question?
Yeah, yeah. Let me.
I'm
Is
so sorry
normal
for
getting
cutting
up
you
every? No, no, you're fine. Is normal getting up every day and dealing with people's bullshit and like tolerating it and accepting it? The only thing that's normal is what people tell us.
off.
It's not anymore. We are the norm. We can make normal whatever we want to be normal. If we want to be crying about being broke and not doing anything about it, join what everybody else does. But understand to have the things that other people have or have a difference in quality of life, you have to do things that are not normal. And normal is going to a job, doing everything they keep telling us to do, and living a quality of life that is basically starvation, which is God didn't put us on the earth to be that way. Like we are
Yeah.
God's greatest creatures. He doesn't have us rolling around on our bellies eating food off the ground. I mean, that's we're created and has got whatever your belief is. It's like for me, my belief is Christianity. I'm in faith, and I believe I'm created in His image, and I believe that with every fiber in my heart, every piece of fiber in my heart, that if we're created in His image, why would I think anything less? Why would I
Amen.
think less?
I
You
believe
know,
I hear what you're saying. Also Christian, by the way. I feel like we
yeah.
need to say that in this day and age. We have to make sure that everyone knows.
It's funny how that is, isn't it? But we you know what? It's our job. I always say it. I just want to be come from love and kindness. I mean no harm. I just want look. If you don't have my views, God bless you. If you have my views, God bless you. If you do this business,
Yeah.
God bless you. If you don't do this business, God bless you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
So
hear
it's
what
all
you're
good in
saying.
my place. I mean, but yeah. So I think we just need to. We are living proof. You're 27. I'm 59 years old. Two different spectrums of the world. Um, but this is an amazing opportunity so many people have, and it's just a choice. It's just a choice. It's just a choice. You
Very true.
keep living the way everybody else is telling you. Like I tell my children, like, no, if you're gonna make, if you want to have the quality of life that you want to have, you must do the opposite of what everybody else is doing. Everybody else has got to get a job. Like, no, that will be the last. I don't know anybody who's wealthy, not rich, wealthy, coming from a job. There isn't. Wealthy
Wow.
is coming from doing something different. Period.
Yeah. Hi guys, I feel everything. I know that all of us are here. We are fangirling and fanboying. Couldn't have said it
Absolutely.
better. Most definitely. Listen, Tim, you started this in your 50s, right? What was your push and what needed to change mindset wise? What needed to change for you in order for you to get to where you are now, making $89,000 a month?
I think the thing for me was, well, first of all, I have, I've always been a boss. Even at my job, I ran a lot. I had thousands of employees. I've hired thousands. Had budgets in corporate America. So for me, this is kind of like I don't need to be told what to do. I don't need to be babysat. I'm the guy that actually ends up leading most projects out of my job. But they laid me off. I knew I could make money. The making money really wasn't a big deal to me. I knew I could do this. You know how you look sometimes you look at people and going, how are they doing it? Like there's no way. Like I'm better than him. I'm better good looking. I'm good looking. There's no way they can do it. Oh my God, no. I looked at a lot of people like they're doing it. I know damn well I can do it. And I think the mentality is I don't. Not everything is in my day. It's I'm not looking for a quick fix. I'm not looking to be. I was never looking to be rich or wealthy. I just know that doing anything like this is just simply about the process. My company I work for is a huge company, but it's all processes and systems. What is the one thing that allows us to do this in a few hours a day? I work anywhere from 0 to 3 hours a day. And there are days I don't do nothing. But it's because of the processes, the automation, and the systems that are already pre-built, that are already made for you, already set up for you, that you just really just got to plug in. And once you do that, just trust the process. I tell people the only thing you focus on is content. Don't worry about anything else. Just focus on the content. And then, that's it. That's it.
I just saw Daryl Hannah joined. I am absolutely mind blown because this is another member of our community who absolutely killed the game, okay? But we're not going to talk too much about that. Daryl Hannah, welcome. Everyone who is here for the first time, you guys are coming in, welcome, okay? We're talking about digital marketing. If you are very much comfortable in the 9 to 5 and you are deciding that, listen, I'm still trying to stay at my job, this life is not for you, okay? So we are going to make you very uncomfortable if you stay here. If you decide to stay here.
I love that one. We're going to make it very uncomfortable for every one of you.
Yeah, definitely. We are going to make it very uncomfortable because one thing I've noticed, right? I've noticed that a lot of people tend to get uncomfortable when truth is spoken because, truth hurts. So it's understandable. It's understandable. And I did this because truth hurts. It's not supposed to hurt, but it does, right? So yeah, that's just how it is. That's just how it's going to be. But I absolutely love what you just said, Tim. The next question I have, right? And I don't want to take too much of your time also, so that's why I'm trying to go through the questions.
No, first of all, you just do you. Don't worry about me.
I really appreciate you being here, Tim. You don't understand how much of a big deal this is for me. And for everyone who is here, I'm seeing Mom Joyce. This is also someone in our community. There's people here who are like, you know what I mean?
It's awesome.
Yeah, very much so. But okay, that being said, a lot of people think that selling digital products is saturated. Tell me, what is your honest take on that statement?
So did you ever go onto YouTube and you go, I want to learn how to cook, and then you go through and you see all these chef channels, like there's 1,000 chef channels. Like the best way to describe it is, I'm sorry, if there's 1,000 chef channels on there and they have millions of followers, every one of them, like got 1 million followers, 20,000 followers, like, I don't know about you, but there's a flavor for every one of those chefs, and you're going to find the one that goes to you, right? That's kind of how I see it. As for saturation, if you want to go by the book of what saturation really is, it's 70% of the overall market. So if there's 6 billion people online, right? And there's only 56 or 59,000 members doing what we do in our community, 59,000 members, and there's 6 billion people online in digital affiliate marketing. Well, that's not even close to being saturated. So when I look at the digital affiliate marketing world, it takes 70% of that. We're not even scratching 0.1% in digital affiliate marketing. So saturation will not come. But I will even say this, excuse me, it's not saturated, it's not even close to it. But if it even did get saturated, the way you're learning this is you're learning strategies. If you're out here just to sell a program, you'll probably get tired and burn out. But if you're utilizing the strategies where you work a couple hours a day and you learn how to stack income streams like we talk in the program, that's going to keep you vibrant. I've been doing this for 3 years and I feel like it just started. So there is no saturation in the digital affiliate marketing world. There just isn't. Because everything is going digital. So if you're sitting there on a thing going, it's saturated, like, no, everything is going digital. I don't know about you guys, but in the United States there's really no paper receipts anymore. When I go buy something, they email your receipt. When you go, so over here, we used to have newspapers delivered to our homes. We don't have that anymore. we get all our news online. So when
That's
you start looking
crazy.
at all the ads that we used to get every weekend in the mail, we don't get them anymore. It's all
Hmm.
digital. So everything that you're doing, everything that the change is happening. So, and it's just the beginning. This is the beginning. And believe it or not, what people don't realize is digital affiliate marketing has been around for over 20 years. A lot of people don't know that, but it's been around. Digital marketing and affiliate marketing has been around for over 20 years. And now it's saturated. Like, no, it's not even. Thanks for closing branches and going digital.
I'm
Yeah.
seeing Moza's message there, the comment. Banks are going, they're closing branches and going digital. So basically, what's happening in Africa, well, let me not say Africa, in South Africa right now, this is happening. I actually went to a coffee shop well, I talk about this from time to time. I went to a coffee shop that I really love, and I went with cash because I grew up knowing cash is king. And they told me that,
Yes.
no, we don't accept cash. We only accept card payments. And so I had to turn around because
Oh my
my
gosh.
phone was off because I usually pay with my phone, you know? So I was just like, oh man, crazy. What substances? Ah, this app is funny. But anyway, it is what
Yes.
it is.
That is wild. I
Yeah.
didn't. Yeah, I think the thing is because really, well, cash is king. However, in some places in the United States too, I always call them the Americas. In the Americas, you can go to events where they don't take cash, and that's by design. Like when you talk about really, I can go deep with this, but I'll just keep it real simple. Money's going away. Like cash is going away. Your money that you have in the country that you have is going away
Yeah.
eventually. It's going to be a while, but it's going to go away. Simply because of the way the blockchain works, how money works, and even in corporate America, that was one thing we were getting prepared for, where cash does go away. There's so many ways to pay, but it's not the banking system the way we know it. It's going away. The
Hmm.
banking system is owned by 7 major conglomerates, all of it. But yeah, but digital marketing and how we get paid, it's everything's done online. I mean, how could you not love this? How could you not love this? I mean,
Yeah.
it's just an amazing opportunity that we have, and it's just kind of like one of those things where this is just the best. It's just the best.
Yeah. Tim, can I just say something?
You
From
can say whatever you
oh,
want.
that's why, Mom Pote, I understand. It makes sense. Thank you so much for that. I just wanted to say this is completely off topic. Tim, your hair is absolutely amazing. That's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to say you
It's
have
not off
amazing hair.
topic. It's totally involved in my business. You have no idea. One day, somebody thought I actually cut my hair, and I'm like, "How do you figure?" Like, because I had it all real short and down, and you couldn't see the back of it. And thank you.
Please don't ever do that. You're gonna hurt me. You're gonna hurt a lot of us if you ever do that. You're gonna hurt
I
us.
know. I had somebody thought, I swear to God, I thought they had a heart attack, and I'm like, "What's wrong? What's wrong? Where's your hair? Where's your hair?"
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, look at this comment over here. Mom Joyce is saying, in our church, we now pay tithes in a digital way.
Yes, that is so
Guys,
funny, Joyce. We
yeah.
do though.
Yeah.
We do,
Yeah.
Joyce. We do the same thing. Everything is all done through our banking system or online. Everything is. She's
That's
very true.
absolutely
We used to
crazy.
give an envelope every month in tithing for our church. Yeah. So I mean, so
Wow.
here's the cool thing. This is just a prime example why digital affiliate marketing. It has to be. You have to take this very seriously because the jobs that you're working at, no matter where you are, from Spain to South Africa to the United States to the islands to North America to Europe, is all going to be online. So why are you not getting involved in it now and taking advantage of it? I think that's the big thing. People do not have to be hungry anymore. People do not have to be
Hmm.
starving anymore. People do not, in every facet, from finances to food to people want time. You want quality of time. You must understand you have to do something different. And thinking that you said you're 27, yes?
28 last week, Friday.
Damn, 28. Oh my God.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. Yes. Yes. Yes.
So don't even get me started, young lady. You
Yeah.
could be
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
of my children because my son is 27 and my daughter is 24 and my youngest is 17, but I got two in their 30s as well.
Oh
Um,
wow. Okay.
I will tell you, I think I'm more excited about you for the simple fact that um, you're what this business is for. I mean, this business is for everyone. Look at me. I'm sick. I'm going to be 60 here, right? It's for people like me. We have another chance. This is our second wind at my age, but you're in the beginning of it. And I think that is like anyone that's in their 20s and like my 17-year-old son, I always tell the story. We almost lost him in October of last year. He almost went to heaven. And but he's learning how to work online, a business online, and he's 17 years old. So I think the cool thing is the dynamics of having an online business in today's world is he's 17 and he can make money online. You are 27 and can easily be a millionaire very easily and very simple by plugging in. And here's how you're going to do it. You're going to plug into the digital affiliate marketing strategies in the Legacy Builder. And what you're going to do is you're going to learn those strategies where you send a newsletter, right? And you're going to stack your income, send a newsletter out every Sunday, and you're going to put your affiliate links in there, links that you created, your strategies, how you created your affiliate links. And you may be doing this, you may not be doing it, but this is something that the program teaches you. So I always tell people I wake up on the first of every month for the last 12 months. I've woken up every month on the first, and I have a residual income that comes in on the first. All my bills and everything are paid on the first of every month before I get out of bed.
Hmm.
And that is taught inside our program. So if you're sitting on the fence saying, I want to wake up a year from now and I want to have all my bills and everything paid before I even get out of bed on the first of every month, then what you have to do is you get with this young lady right here, go to her link in her bio or wherever it is, and you get in there because here's what's going to happen. She's going to set the example. She has mentors and leaders in our program that are doing it already. And I think what the cool thing is you're 27. How long have you been doing this now?
It's been 8 months.
So 8 months. And how much money have you made?
In dollars, I'm not sure, but like plus minus 60,000 rand. How much? $4,000 ish, plus minus.
Darn it. But
Yeah.
first of all, that was a joke. Darn, she
Oh,
made
I shouldn't
60,000.
have
Darn
answered.
it. What is really, really cool about that is if you sold one program right now
Yeah.
and you so you're selling the program, so you're making money, and now you're
Yeah.
learning how to really deep dive in the program. I think the cool thing is keep learning, keep promoting the program, keep learning inside the program. That is a deadly combination because here's what's happening. You're making money, you're building your empire behind the scenes by either building a community, building your own digital product, or doing whatever. There's nothing too small, nothing too big. It's just absolutely always perfect for you because I think the other thing too is like for people like you, I get fired up for you because if I had something like this when I was 27, I'm just telling you, I know I could be king of the world. We can make a difference for a lot of people because think about all the people right now that work jobs that are working 2 and 3 jobs. That's just
Yeah.
not the way you live. That just cannot be. We cannot allow that. So every time I go live, every time I have someone put their name in the email automation, I always say it this way. When is enough enough? When is it that you're just going to stop thinking like everybody else and says, go get a job and here are the pennies. And when do we sit there and say like, I got to get out of what I'm doing because it's not working? It's not the way you're meant to build life. And yes, you can work a few hours a day. I mean, your bills are paid for the month probably already.
Yeah. For
Isn't
next
that a
month
cool
as
thing?
well.
How do you feel?
Like a weight was lifted off of my shoulders.
So do
But
me a
it's
favor.
a confusing weight because it doesn't make sense to me how I used to work really hard and still nothing happened. And now I just make content and go live and I was able to take care of my bills. Doesn't make sense. So it's a confusing weight.
It's very confusing when it started happening to me. It's very like, Even though I know I was telling myself this is what's supposed to happen, it's just not normal. So imagine it this way: you're 27, you're thinking they're going like, this is not normal. Imagine someone that's 59 that used to never make that kind of money a month,
Yeah.
and then makes it in a month, and you're going, I make more in a month than that people will ever see sometimes in a lifetime. Somebody told me that, and I was like, no, that's not true. And they asked me what I made for the last 3 months, and I told them what I made. Yeah, because I don't make, I've never made that amount of money. It would take me 13 years to make that kind of money, and my heart hurt because I was like, that's not the way our lives are supposed to be.
Mm.
You're doing something that bucks the system in digital affiliate marketing, and because you're around the right people. See,
But why do you think that is? Like, why do you think there are people who stay in the 9 to 5, even though they know they are meant for so much more? Like, why do you think that is?
it when you get 60, when you get close to 60, I'll say it this way: we're set in our ways. We're raised. I have to break so many habits that I've been bred for 60 years. It's the same habits over and over. You have to do this. You have to do this. That's the norm.
Hmm.
What we're doing is not normal. Do you ever notice how everybody goes after the real rich, the real wealthy people? Like, oh, they can do it. They can do it. Like, oh, well, they need to pay for it. Like, wait a minute. Why do I have to pay for it? Because I'm in a state where they want to take extra money from me, and I feel like I'm being punished. I'm like, wait a minute. Why are you taking more of my money when we do a lot of great things? Like, donating money to food banks. We do a lot of that stuff, right?
Hmm.
But the state want to come and tell me, but the people that vote on that are the people that are not making money. They're tired of being broke. They're tired, but they have the same choices me and you have. We want to make a difference in our family, but they want to come after people like me who are making more money than I've ever made my whole life, which I'm blessed and grateful that they coming after me. Go ahead, come after me. I don't care. I got it. I can afford my taxes. I can afford my bills. I can afford my trips. I can afford going golfing every day. I can afford spending $30 on a cigar that I just simply smoke and I burn.
You can
And that's
afford
not
to
my
date your
point.
wife again.
I get to date my wife. I haven't really. I know. Don't forget that's more expensive than my cigars, by the way. My God. But my point is this: is like somebody said to me, "Goes, isn't that a bummer problem to have?" And I laughed because they were being funny about it. And I know, but they're not doing anything? They're not doing anything. They're just coming to take more of my money because they didn't make those choices that I did and my wife did. Why should I pay? We already pay a lot. And people think that millionaires don't pay taxes. We pay a ton more than anybody else in taxes. We have write-offs that offset the taxes that we pay. But it's a cool bracket to be in. Never in my wildest dreams did digital affiliate marketing, this little simple thing, digital affiliate marketing, think that it would ever be like this. Um, but it's cool because I don't have to check my bank when I go buy something. I don't have to go to get my petro at the gas station and fill up and go, God, do I have enough money in my card to pay for it? I don't have can I afford to go on vacation? Oh God, do I have enough? I don't have those issues.
Tim,
It's
can I tell you something before
Yeah,
I forget with what you just mentioned right now about the petrol? So here in South Africa, the petrol increased drastically a couple of days. Last week, Wednesday, if I'm not
yeah,
mistaken, it increased, right?
yeah,
And last night, I went to go fill up my tank. Fill it up. It was empty and I filled it up and I put oil in the car. I even have the slip. Like I look at the slip, I'm like, what? Like the receipt. I actually looked at
yeah,
it and I'm like, I actually did this. You know what I mean?
right.
But when I was working as a delivery driver, where every single day I had to put petrol in the car, I couldn't do that. I could not fill it up to the brim because I was
Right.
constantly living in lack,
Yeah.
right? And that basically leads me to my next question. Like, what is one transformation that you've actually seen happen to someone who decided that they were going to be teachable and coachable and remain committed? It could
Oof.
be someone who purchased from you, it could be someone who you've just noticed. But what is the
Yeah.
transformation that you've seen?
First of all, I have 27 people that made six figures that came into this program. I have 27 people that came through me that are made six figures. Um,
Mm.
I think the biggest thing, the transformation that I've seen is people that have, when they text me and they say they made their first thousand, they made their first sale. And then to know that they realize, like when they have their second or third sale, they just start like you, oh my God, like this is real. I've had people come to me that hadn't had a sale in 8, 9 months, and they had their first sale, like literally in tears, sending me a video. They're crying. I start crying. They're crying. I'm like, oh my God, oh God. They're crying. And the fact of the matter is they're just like, they're one, because I think the thing that they realize is like, it wasn't meant for them. Um, but when you see them and when they say, the cool thing about all this is I was able to go to the grocery store instead of the food bank. I've had people say stuff like this to me. I'm like, I'm going to the grocery store instead of the food bank now.
Mm. Mm.
Um,
Wow.
I think that was the one. That was one of the big ones. You talk about transformation. That was one of the big ones. I go to the grocery store instead of the food bank now, Tim, because of this business. That was wild to me. The other one was I'm in a hotel room and I'm not in a homeless place. I'm in a hotel tonight.
It's making me emotional. I actually have
My
tears.
my my because we don't think that way. I don't. I gotta share something with you. I didn't come into this broke. I always tell people that my story, I don't have a fancy story. I don't have a story where I worked corporate. I made great money. I just got laid off. The thing that with me is about the money that I made. I also had kids go to college. Those kids to have no college debt whatsoever. That's why I always say I'm very blessed and very grateful for my job. However, I didn't have enough to retire on. Like my thing, this business is funding my retirement. Like, because I don't want to give anybody my time anymore. I want to choose and pick where I give my time. When the kids come over to the house, I want to slip in a $40 bill. If my son asks me, "Hey, Dad, can I get some money?" I want to give him. I want to give him, instead of giving him $10, $50. I want to give him $30, $40. I want to give him $100 so he can do whatever he wants. So there's so many transformations of people that worked corporate all their lives. I just want to let you know that you can get out of corporate easily with this business.
Mm.
The people that don't, that like I said, at a homeless dude, I didn't even know they were homeless. I never talked to them. They never reached out to me. But he's homeless and they're in a hotel they're in a hotel. They paid for a hotel for a month because of the business, and
I
then
think
now
that's
they're in.
something. Yeah. No, I was just saying, I think that's something that I got to understand later on in the business. When Michelle talks about being a heart-centered person, Michelle talks about heart-centeredness, actually wanting to help people.
Yeah.
Because obviously, when we start, we are trying to make money.
Yep.
But the more we get into this, the more we realize it's so much bigger than just making a buck, you know? It's so much bigger than just being able to afford things. You are helping someone change their lives.
Massively, massively, and that's why it's important for people like you to tell your story. I never tried to sell anything. I don't feel like I'm in sales. We all know there we have to sell something of value to an individual that solves a problem, right?
Yes.
I'm not a TikTok shop guy. I'm not going to do Amazon because to me, this program teaches you how to become a fisherman. It teaches you how to build an email list, which if you build an email list, what happens is you teach yourself how to feed yourself every day, whether you wake up or you don't wake up, whether you sleep in or you wake up early. This system teaches you the email list is just something incredible. I mean, I'm a benefactor of the email list. Um, your learning strat, yeah, I'm just telling you, the benefits are just they're just so much more. It's worth everything. You don't want to go to a job? Cool. Learn how to do digital affiliate marketing strategies, specifically with the Legacy Builder program. You want to feed your family for a lifetime? Digital affiliate marketing. Be coachable by, your prime example, be coachable. Your bills are paid for the next month. What if you had one sale that paid you, covered your bills for the next 3 months, how would you feel? Like, that's what you have here. Like, it doesn't have to be paid every day, but what if you get paid 2-3 times a week? When I came here, I was only looking for $300 a day. If I could make 60 grand a year, I'm done. I'm golfing. I'm smoking my cigars. And I'm golfing every day. I'm good. No worries.
Yeah.
But that's not what happened. What happened in the 5th month was $14,000. What happened in the 6th month, I mean, it was obscene. It was like $21,000. Then 2 months later, it was $41,000 in a month. Then $58,000. I mean, it was obscene. It's insane. And then there's nothing been less than 20. There's never been anything less than 20 for over 2 years. I mean, that's
beautiful.
Yeah. And what are we really doing? We're just telling people our story, how to get educated so you can make money through your power. You're just utilizing this as a tool. And then every day when you wake up, every once in a while when you wake up, you have a $1,400 sale. Like, you're just learning how to do more. You're making more money, less time. And that's what I want.
I absolutely love that, Tim. Wow.
Yeah.
Goodness me. I'm seeing King Wisdom. Same here. I'm also like, ugh. Do you remember in the legacy call a couple of weeks ago when Michelle was telling us about, what's his name? Hermosi. I forgot his, Alex.
Alex
right?
Hermosi.
Like, how everyone was like, ah! That's what's happening right now. That is you to us.
Stop. No way. I'm just Tim. I'm grateful to be here. Listen.
I'm sure Alex also thinks he's just Alex. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we are all just people. But because you decided one day to take action, you know that statement of action, what is it? Action takers are money makers. Like, because of the fact that you decided to take action one day, this is what you're doing. All the way in South Africa, you are changing lives. You know what I mean? But that being said,
you honor me by your comments, and I'm just going to say thank you. I am so grateful. I really am, though. I really am, and I think I accept them and receive those kind words because I think the thing is I'm grateful, and I really do appreciate it. I really do. I'm glad I'm here, and I'm glad I had an opportunity to really be out in South Africa, and I'm in California, sunny California. I mean, it's 71 degrees. It's a gorgeous day outside.
That's so crazy. You're saying 71 degrees. That's in Fahrenheit, right?
Yes, this is Fahrenheit.
Oh, America.
And you guys are in winter?
Degrees Celsius. It's not winter yet. It's going to be winter in June. But it is cold already.
Yeah, it's cold already, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's going to be winter. The thing is, the weather, okay, I can't speak for the weather in the whole country, but where I am, we have something called Sasol, right? So it's like a mine and it pollutes the air. So we have 4 seasons every day. It can rain in the morning and be very cold in the afternoon, and then in the evening, you don't want blankets. So, yeah.
Wow. When are you moving?
Ooh, that's a good question. I love this quantum leaping
what
question.
are you doing? When are you moving? What are your goals? Let's I'm sure a lot of people hear about, but when I came here, I just wanted to make $300 a day. I didn't look beyond that. Right? What did I need to do there? I keep this business very simple.
Yeah.
What do I need to do every day? Let me know what I need to do, and I'll become a master at that. The second thing is, when I started making money, even though it was months down the road, I didn't worry about it. I didn't worry about the money because if I did it, I saw other people making money, so I didn't worry. So I guess my question to you, and I wanted to golf every day. I did want to date my wife. My kids and my family would tell you he just wanted to go golfing every day. But I do really date my wife. I really do. So I guess my question to you is, what's in it for you? What do you want to do?
Oh, wow.
What are your goals and dreams? What are your goals? Give me one of your goals.
There's one goal here in the comments. January, I want to move out of the house. There's a specific house that I want to move to. Not even want to, am going to. I would like to move to that house. Let me just do this puzzle. But I'd like to move to that house December, I'd like to buy a car, right?
Mhm.
And this is not just about, oh, this is someone who knows me. She knows me a bit too personal. But I think I'm talking about January, I'm talking about December. But before that, most definitely, I'd like to retire my mother. My mom is
Ooh,
a
love that.
naysayer about this business. She is a big naysayer, but it's not even a prove you wrong type of thing.
Right.
A couple of, I think it was like 2 months back, she felt very sick because she was off from work for a couple of days, and the day that she had to go back to work, she felt super sick that she had to go to the doctor, to the hospital, not even doctor, hospital,
Right.
and she went to ICU, and then they told her that, listen, you are on your way to getting a stroke. My mom is 50. You
Oh,
are on your way to
geez.
getting a stroke. On top of this, the almost stroke, they told her that, listen, diabetes. On top of that, they were like, cholesterol. So I, yeah, all of the bad things.
Oh my
So
Lord.
I basically, I asked her, like, what is it that you're stressing about? What's going on? And she said she doesn't know. Obviously, she doesn't want to say it's because of the job, because when you're 9 to 5 minded, you tend to think that, like, it's a cage. So you tend to believe that you're not allowed to complain about the 9 to 5.
Right.
But I can see it in her face every time Sunday
Yep.
hits and she has to go back to work. She sighs 3 times in a minute. She's just like, so I don't want that anymore. I don't have kids. I would love my mom to see my kids. I'd love my mom to
Yeah.
actually like this. I'm not trying to speak negativity into existence, but if she continues like this, she's not gonna make it until the end of next year.
Always
So
be honest. Always be
yeah,
honest.
exactly. So this year I'm trying to, and I know it's going to be a very difficult conversation. I don't know how it's going to be because even today, I came home with takeout, but it was like takeout from their favorite restaurant. And my mom asked me so many questions.
Remember what I said to you. We are older, right? We've already lived a life of what our expectations of us. We were expected to work our asses off, work very hard, sit down, shut up and listen. You're going to do what we tell you to do. Life already told us what we were to do. So when we do this, if anyone of my age limit does this, and I have many people that are around my age that are having success in this, like we'll all tell you, we all say the same thing. It's like, God, if I had this 10, 15 years ago, God, I would have did the, and I sat there and I said, we wouldn't have done this 10, 15 years ago because that's not how we were raised. Go to
Mm,
school, get good grades, work your butt off, excuse me, and then retire. That's
mm,
what we were told every day. We were beat up every day with those things because the world wants, listen, the world doesn't want you to be successful. The
yeah,
world does not want you to be better than anyone else. And other people that we think because we make an income, I don't think I'm better than anyone else. I just did something that else that was in high demand that people needed, that people trusted me and purchased from me. And I created an income stream. So I'm building a legacy for my kids and my grandbabies and my family. So I'm just doing something that extremely pays very well that people need. That's not my fault. You had that same choice. But
yeah,
now that we're doing it, and it doesn't have to be hard, the system is already done for us. So your mom is in that headspace of like been beat up all her life. You have to do this, you have to do this. And the next thing is when you're not really making it, like for me, it's time. Like for me, it's time. Like I don't have the time to do anything. Now I have more time than I know what to do with. And it's really,
yeah,
really cool feeling. So for I think the biggest thing is you don't ask. You say, "Hey, mom, this is what we're doing today. Hey, mom, this is what we're doing.
okay,
Hey," you just tell her because they're gonna always come back and chirp at you. They just are because that's they've been living a life for so long, and you just sit there like, "Hey," and shower her with love and all those things, you know. And but I wouldn't ask her. I'd just tell her, "Hey, this is what I'm thinking about doing, and here's the account. This is what we could do. You know, I paid my bills for the next year. They're all paid for. I don't know what you want to, you know, I think those things are just like, these are the things I want to do. And then, honor her. You know, I think the other thing is that as children, we honor, we don't, I don't think children honor their parents. I don't think they know how to.
Yeah.
I think this, again, back to the business though, for what you think about that. If you could do one thing for your parents that you love and are near and dear to your heart, what would you do? And that is like, that's the greatest thing that you could ever, like, that's the greatest thing in the world. It's the greatest gift. We don't honor like our grandparents. They used to honor them regardless of what they did or however they did. We just used to take care of them. Um, I don't have a problem with my kids taking care of me, but I just know that I'm going to take care of my kids through my business and all that. I'm going to set the example. I sit in the kitchen. I tell you, we set examples. Do you really want your kids to do what you do? Like, I don't want my kids to go through 16, 17-hour days. So when I'm in my kitchen doing this business or I'm on a live like with you, I want this to be a very simple process. I'm okay with hard work, but it doesn't have to be that way. We have all the tools. We have all the people around us that will help us, guide us on our way. Every one of us in this community will help you. So why wouldn't you do something? Quite interesting. Queen says, quite interesting.
I see what Queen is saying. Thank you. Yeah, it is. It is, most definitely.
So all I'm going to say, what other questions you have? I got a little bit more time.
Okay, I'm almost done with the questions, Tim. That was actually very necessary for me. Thank you, because I've been kind of stuck with that. Like,
you're not
how am I
stuck.
gonna have that
Just
discussion?
listen. When some people say stuck, I love that. I'm going to say this: when somebody says stuck, no, you know what? How do you get out of being stuck? You make a decision and don't worry about the outcome.
Ooh, ooh.
Remember that.
Okay,
Stuck is a
okay.
feeling, which is great. You can have a feeling. I feel good today. I feel like crap today. I'm stuck. Okay, how do you get out from being stuck? Make a decision. Don't worry about the outcome, and you move forward.
I absolutely love that, Tim. Thank you. Thank you.
That's it.
That
That's
being
all it
said,
is.
yeah,
And it doesn't
yeah.
matter it doesn't matter what the outcome is. It's just you took action. People that get stuck, it's about, okay, cool. Sit down, kind of take it all in. Okay. All right. I'm stuck on 10 different things. How about I just do the one thing? I'm going to do that thing right there, and I'm going to just, boom, get it done. It's not even about finishing. It's just, I'm going to start that today. Then you made a decision. Okay. And then the next day you say, or then later in the day, I'm going to work on that today. I'm going to do number 2. And then all of a sudden you're going to start realizing you're not stuck anymore. You're just doing one thing at a time. That's what happens sometimes with people. They get ahead of themselves and they all of a sudden they slowly get overwhelmed, even if it's a good thing. All it really is the only thing you have to do is take one thing at a time. But here's the key. Here's the key. When people are stuck, they're not present. When people are stuck, they're not present. You just got to stop and you got to just be present with the moment that you're in. Don't look an hour forward. Don't even look. Just be here. Just in this moment, be present. You'll be surprised. There are little things that can get you, I say, if you're stuck, just make a decision to do something. Just start it, get it done, and move forward. Once you start taking action, it's okay, cool. And then always be present. And that means not thinking what's on your plate for tomorrow, not what's thinking about you on your plate for next. Be in this moment right here because you're missing something quite special.
Yeah,
Be
absolutely love
present.
that. Tim, I
Just be
have the
present.
last 3 questions here. Oh my
All right, go
goodness.
for
Are
it.
we at the end?
I won't even be long answers. I'll give them quick.
No, listen, it's okay. What is one piece of advice that you wish you had when you started, or a piece of advice equally that you give to someone who is starting? Because
Ooh.
let me just add to that, right? With what has happened with me from yesterday to today, I experienced something that other people in the community would write about. I experienced, those people you are one of them, who would write the title of your post like, I just had a $3,000 day, or I just had a $4,000. I experienced that between yesterday and today. And so I'm also realizing that sometimes when you tell someone who is starting that just be consistent, they think you're just talking for the sake of talking. But what advice would you give that person, or what advice would you have for yourself? Yeah, when you started. I'm talking too
I think
much.
the only thing that I keep the main thing. when I always tell people when they sign up, I'm like, listen, there are 4 things that I tell everybody that signs up. Be coachable. Please, brand new. Don't worry about anything else. Learn what we do. Second thing, so be coachable. Second thing, be consistent, one day at a time. It's like building a house. Build one brick at a time. Stay present. So coachable, do what the program tells you to do. Keep the main thing the main thing. 2, be consistent. Show up every day like you're building a house, one brick on top of another brick. And next thing you know, you have a bridge, you have a mountain, you have something really unique. Third thing is, for the love of God, just be you. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Don't worry about the outcome. Just worry about being coachable, be consistent every day, and being you. It's so easy being you. Some people are not themselves when they do this. I always tell people, like, how would you talk to your best friend? Please just be you. There's no one like you. Be you.
Just like everyone else.
It's perfect. And then the 4th thing is I tell when new people come in is like, have patience and grace on yourself. You're learning something new. You didn't get on that bike and learn how to ride a bike. You did not get behind a car wheel and start learning how to ride a car all in 1 hour. You didn't. When you learn something new, it's a progression. You learn it, you take action, you come back, you get tested. But at the end of the day, it's be coachable, be consistent. It's so easy to be you. So why not be you? And then have patience and grace. You're going to screw shit up, and that's okay. That's what I tell new people.
Wow. I love that. I absolutely love that. And I'm seeing my fellow Miss Millionaire over here is also taking notes as you're speaking. Thank you for that.
But it's so true. I love it. I love it.
Wow, wow. Okay, second last question. Tim, just sidetrack.
Okay.
Do you like Marvel?
Marvel?
Yeah,
Is that
like the
TV?
Avengers. Like the Avengers.
I don't really watch that stuff. I watch sporting events. Sorry. Don't worry. I watch it. I have watched it because of the family and kids. I watch all sports.
Okay, I'm a major nerd when it comes to. I'm a nerd actually, not even when it comes to. I'm a nerd, so yeah, my head is full of Thanos right now. If anyone knows who Thanos is, yeah, I was just asking you for the sake of.
That's okay. It's good. Thanos. He's the big fat head purple guy.
I love him. He showed me that being a villain sometimes doesn't mean that you're just all evil. So I love it.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, deep. But okay, what is a common myth about digital marketing that you feel needs to be debunked? About making money online.
Oh yeah. No, the one thing that I feel like needs to be bunked, I think that it's with all the courses and the stuff that's out there, not one size fits all. Do what you love, and I think I would say this to you: everybody can make money. The reason people don't make money is they quit or they don't do everything they need to do. Like, just why I love the legacy and just this program. There's a lot of things I could go on for hours and tell you why, but you really just got to be you. Do the things you're supposed to do. You can make money. I always say it this way too, though. People buy these courses and programs because they hear what they want to hear, or they hear like, well, they made money in the first 2 weeks. Well, you don't know if that person knew that person that they bought from. You don't know that. You don't know who bought from them. I think the biggest thing is, can you make money right away? I have a lot of ladies that purchase from me that make money right away. I don't know why, but I don't know that. I just sit there and cheer. But if I was to sit there and say there's one myth, you can make money right away. But people don't know who you are. They have no clue who you are. So when you don't make money for 3, 4 months, don't worry about it. Focus on the things that you can control. And the only thing you can control is what you do every day in this business. So focus on yourself. Um, and anybody, listen, if there's millionaires that are teenagers in digital affiliate marketing, for the love of God, we can too.
Tim, this is absolutely amazing. I actually have one more question, but that question is actually ties into the previous one. But the question is for someone who is watching this right now, thinking this might be for me, what do you urge them to do? Besides going to my website and doing all of that, what do you urge them to do in terms of mindset? What do you urge them to do? Okay, so let me just clarify real quick. Something that I am big on is speaking your life into existence because I had the biggest limiting beliefs. I've always been insecure. Not anymore. That version of me has died, but I grew up insecure, you know what I mean? I was an insecure person, all of that. So it was very difficult for someone like who I was to be where I am right now. So
Yeah,
I always like to say that in order for you to be like when you're in the process of becoming, certain parts of you have to die and death is
they do.
painful. But what would you say to someone to say, allow yourself to die?
And that's great because if I think it, I believe I can do anything. I really mean that. I don't, I know that the old Tim can't be today's Tim. If I keep living, see, when people live in their past, they make decisions from their past. You have to make of your decisions from where you are presently. That's why when you hear people go, "Hey, you know what? You got to make a decision." So I'll say it this way: people got to make a decision from where they want to become. So if I sit there and believe that I'm going to make $1 million a month, which one of my beliefs is I'll make $1 million a month. I just believe I will. But so I always tell people, make a decision. What would would that person that makes money, $1 million a month, how does he make a decision? How does that person make a decision? You'll be shocked because you have to understand that person that's making $1 million a month, his decision is not the decision that he makes if he's not there yet. It's not the same. So if I go back deep in my past and go like, oh, I'm going to make a decision as a millionaire. If I keep reaching back, well, that reaching back is not the person that I'm trying to become. I'm in a world of like, that's not where I am though. I'm reaching from when I make a decision from the millionaire mindset. People talk about this a lot. The thing is, you have to understand making a decision from the millionaire mindset is very different than what you do presently because that millionaire mindset will be very, very, yes, identity shift will be very different. But people don't just say, listen, let me say this to you very clearly though. The identity shift, there is a chemical, this is a medically proven, like this is not a gimmick, this is not manifestation, this is all science. When you make a decision of where you, however you identify, so if I identify myself as I make millions of dollars every month, there's a chemical shift in your body, a physical chemical change shift in your body when you make a decision from where you want to become. Because a lot of people can't believe that we can make $1 million a month. Let me give you an example. I paid a lot of money to go to a mentoring program. And I pay a lot of money to this day for mentorship. The people that become let's say wealthy, not even rich. The wealthy people all have mentors. They all have coaches. All of them. All of them. There is a reason for that. So if I want to become something that I am not yet, but I see myself in that identity shift, I have to be around them. So I'm willing to put my dollars out there to be around those people. I can't keep listening to mom. I can't keep listening to my golf buddies. I will love them, but I'm not going to listen to them.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. We would think, oh my God, you just like, no, that's nothing wrong with that. Your thought process has nothing to do with me. It's none of my business what you think about how I should do something or not is none of my business. It isn't.
Yeah.
The thing that I know is I sat down at a table and this mentorship program is, hey, how do we get you to $1 million? No, it was how to make $1 million. They asked me my goal. When I signed up for the program, I was invited to go to this mentorship program. It was $250,000, and there's a program that you can get into this program before that though. So that program was $55,000 American dollars, and you have to be interviewed to go in there. You're invited to go in. So I'm sitting at a table with 9 people, and those 9 people, you have to show your, oh, by the way, you have to show your business statements. So this was like, it's about the dollar. You did make it. Now we're going to say, how do we take that mind shift, the new identity? How do we get you to the next level? One of the things the gentleman said to me goes, well, if you're only here for $1 million, you're probably not going to, you probably won't get into the program because we make our people that are sitting at these tables make $10 million a month.
Proximity.
And I'm like, in my head, I said, well, I'm not there yet. I said, do I see myself making $1 million in less than 12 months? Absolutely. That's not even like I can identify with that. That's not even an issue. I've already made it in less than 3 years. Can I do it in a year? Yeah. I'm already on my way to make it in a year.
I'm so sorry. Are you already a 7-figure earner?
Yes.
Why didn't I know this?
Well, I don't, you know what's the funny thing about it is I'm having my community is going to open up here within the next 30 days. I have a YouTube channel that is going to be promoting. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to come out. It was just recently. I did it into the point where it's just selling programs. I think that, but there's a lot of stuff that goes on that it's not just making 7 figures, but the announcement's coming. Michelle does not even know the official numbers. She knows that I'm real close. She knows that. Well, I've told people, but you have to understand something else though. I have another business started through digital affiliate marketing that has made me more money. So that's why I tell people, it's like, I can tell my story. The people that you're trying to convince, or I would say so-called trying to convince, it's like I do this business and I laugh when people go, oh, it's this. I don't think I'd do that. I wouldn't do it. Like, then you'll never get where we're at. You'll never understand what it is to make $2,000-$3,000 a day for 30 days straight. You'll never understand that. And I always say it this way. When I started this, I was ready to go through brick walls because there was nothing left for else out there for me to do. Wow. Like there's nothing, no job was ever going to pay me what I wanted to do. No job was ever going to fund me that I wake up every day when I want to wake up every day. No one's ever going to fund me enough. No job is going to fund me enough to say, I don't want to work today and I'm still going to get paid. No job out there was going to give me the quality of life that I wanted. Like none. So why do we sit there and have like, oh, I got to go get a job? I have proven to so many people that I don't have a job. I have not had a job in almost 5 years because of digital and affiliate marketing. Why am I so special? I'm not. I'm just Tim. I just told my story over and over again. I kept this shit simple. I didn't try to create up anything. That's why I said that the power, people want authenticity. I'm not worried if you believe me or not. That's none of my business. Your thought, is none of my business. That is your belief. That is your thought. I will not impress upon you. You can get on this channel and be on here and understand it. That's great. You can get on this channel or you can get away. You have that choice. But you cannot expect to have what I have if you're not willing to change what you need to change to become something that you should have already been. Our lives do not dictate where we come. Our decisions do. I am where I am today because of accumulation of decisions in my past. And this is where I'm at today. But my life really began when I was 56. Because when I was 56 is to the point where the greatest thing was me not taking a job. It is me not taking a job and me making a different decision than I have in the past. That's it. I just made different decisions and I was flat out done. I cannot, and I think the thing is you once you make a decision mentally, I can't do this anymore. Like this is just wrong. The world told me this, and this. They're wrong. And a lot of people, when they see, like, oh, they see, I've had failures on my journey in this business. I've had a lot of, damn it, I screwed that up. I screwed this up. Most people would quit. Most people would quit with not making money in 4 months. Most people would quit. I know that. I've seen them come into this program and they have quit. And then I see some of them come back because they're like, dude, you made $500,000. Oh, dude, you made six. Yeah, they come back and they're like, I need your help. Like, I can't help you. This is a you thing. I'm doing the same program you're doing. I'm doing the same thing you're doing. I'm telling you, I know what it takes. It takes coachability. It takes consistency. It takes authenticity. And I think authenticity is the number one thing. Authenticity, if that is your number one thing about doing this business, can I tell you something? I have no problem telling you, you'll be a millionaire. I mean that from the bottom. If you're truly yourself, you'll be a millionaire. If you do that one thing, just be yourself. Don't lie. We don't have to lie and cheat to people. None of it. We don't have to lie. We don't have to cheat. We just tell people, this is what I do. This is my story. This is why I did it. This is why you could do the same thing. It's just a choice. There's such greatness. Like, we don't have to listen to the past. It's already a past. It has no bearing on where we go tomorrow. It has no bearing on how we move. This is what we think it is. This is what we want to make it. But you can feel sorry, and no one's coming to help you. No one came to help me when I lost my job. Hey, Tim, how you doing? Oh, I'm shit. I just lost my career. I don't know how I'm going to fund my retirement. I'm going to have to take a job of lesser money. No, I came in this like, I'm done. Like, I have a couple people that made six figures that were exactly like me. We're done. We don't tolerate it. We don't accept it. We also know that we're going to screw some shit up when we do this. We're not worried about our outcome. It will happen. If I do what they tell me to do, it will happen. I'm not worried about it. Once you get to the point where you're just, I'm done with this. I am not going to this. And yes, you may go homeless. And yes, you may not have the best success. And yes, but here's what I do know. You'll never know unless you start. And I'll leave it on this note. We always look at the negative first. Ugh. What if I started and I lose my $1,400? Well, sad to tell you, $14 are already gone. You already lost it. You already lost it because you lost it here. When I did this, I didn't worry about anything else. I just said that I can't go back. I cannot go back to another job. I don't even know my kids anymore. I missed every sporting event possible, thinking I'm doing the right thing, and yet they don't even know their dad. They don't even know their dad did hockey. Their dad don't even know that I did this. Their dad don't even know my views on faith. My dad, they don't know how is my wife still my wife? Sometimes I really don't know my idea. I was never there. That is not, I don't want the world, I do not want the world to raise my children. And this has happened. Thank God for my wife, who is an amazing individual that has done all those things. I refuse to listen to what the normal is. I refuse to anymore. Like, we are the greatest freaking creatures on this God-given earth. Why can we not do this? We got to be tougher than this. I just refuse to.
On a webinar once, there was something you said on a webinar once that it really touched me. Like I said, I don't have kids, but I felt this, and I can only imagine how other parents felt when they heard this. The fact that you were going through photo albums and you skipped something like 20 pages and
22 pages.
22 pages and you didn't see a single picture with you in it because you were always at work.
And they pointed it out. I didn't. They pointed it out. I had to walk away. I walked away from that. Yeah. 22 pages, front and back. I walked away because I wasn't there on any of them.
Wow.
That cannot be. That just cannot be.
But look at you today, because you decided to,
Yeah.
and okay, for you, it's different because it was decided for you since you were let go. But even though you decided after being let go that you're not going to try again,
Yeah.
there in the 9 to 5, kudos to you, Tim, because you have created a ripple effect that is so strong. Here in South Africa, we are cheering for you. There's people here right now who are glued to their screens because Tim Hess is here, busy spitting some real facts. You know what I mean? But I have one more question, and it's not the questions that I asked. Just one more.
All right. You got one more question.
How does your wife feel about you dating her again?
That is so cool because you know what? It's just different. It's just different now because there's a difference to the element of the whole relationship. I was potty pride. I love it. Yeah, it's just really cool because um, we have that intimacy, the closeness,
Wow.
faith. There's just so many things that um, you get the. I always say the simple thing is we get to hold hands. It's when you get my age,
Wow.
we love all that stuff. I want to hold her hand. You know what I mean? It's the little things. It's not the big. Hold her hand is cool. Seeing her smile is cool. When she's tired, it's just the laying of hands and saying, "Hey, I acknowledge you. I know you're okay. What can I do for you?" It's in those moments where I appreciate the business more. It's in those moments because it was the business, it was my decision that I did to have those outcomes. I always say the business and the money will come. Don't worry about all that. But you have to understand it's the intangibles. It's me changing oil in a vehicle and then giving the vehicle back to them and then realizing they call back and go, God, this oil change is awesome. But it drives so cool. That's because we put 4 new tires on your car, babe. And they're like, it's those moments where you're able to do things like that or put a $20 bill in the kid's pocket as they go off to school. It's in those moments when you realize this was the best decision I did. And you don't ever hear the word no, but it's in those moments is what you're fighting for. It's in those moments where you sit there like, that's what I'm trying to do this for. It's in the moments where I can say yes and not have to worry about my bank account. It's in the moments where I sit there and go, I'm going to go to the store with my son and we're going to go buy some rollerblades. It's in those moments that I would never have been home to do those moments. It's when in the moments where I sit there and go on the golf course and my son goes, hey, can I meet you on the course? Yeah, come on, let's go, dude. Like it's in those moments we realize the impact of our decisions. It's in those moments because they're sitting there going like, this is the best day ever. And then they bring it up to you later and you're like, wow, this was really cool. And they're grateful. It's in those moments what this business means to me. It's not the money. Money's going to come because we're doing the right thing. We're being authentic. We're being honest. And we're just telling people our story. That is what's great about this business. That's why I said it's the authenticity of the people. People just want an honest, genuine conversation. They're not looking to be heroes. In most cases, they're not. They just want more so they can we say make memories, but it's really just we're looking for I want to be around. I just want to hold my wife's hand. I want to have a great relationship with my kid where my kid is laughing at my joke and I go, man, that was the dumbest joke ever and he's still laughing at me.
Oh
And then
man.
but here's what's really cool is when you hear them tell a story about a time they were with you and they're telling everybody else in the family.
Wow.
It's in those moments. It's those moments. It's not the $100,000 a month, though it's great. It's not in those moments though. It's in the moments when you're just hanging out. It's in those moments. It's in those moments when you sit there and go like, I'm going to take care of my mom. It's not the money at those moments. In those moments, you're glad you have the money to make those decisions. It's not those moments. It's the moment, hey, mom, you bring her a dinner, you bring her lunch, you bring her a favorite breakfast. It's in those moments where you're walking with her, having a conversation, laughing at her because you're like, You don't even know, Mom. I got you. Like everything's taken care of. When you have that conversation, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like when you take care of her the rest of her life, you're gonna be sitting there and she doesn't even know it. Like I got you. And then she just gives you a hug and go, I don't know what you're doing. It's illegal. What are you doing? But it's in those moments. It's nothing
I
big.
really love the fact that in everything that you're saying and everything that you've said in this life so far, you haven't focused on money, 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 money. You haven't done
Yeah.
that. You literally, so something I like to say a lot, and I'm going to always stress these words. Money doesn't solve all of life's problems, but when money is a problem, it becomes the main one. And when money isn't a problem, you are living a life of options. So you
Yeah.
just highlighted that right now. You just highlighted the options that you have
Yeah.
when you decide that money isn't a problem. So
There's
that's
a
not even.
piece. There is a piece that's in my life that I always tell people is like this is peace. Waking up, not worrying about that is never a worry anymore. That will never be a worry. But
Wow.
there's something about that piece that is it's pretty incredible. To think buying a program online, following the steps, helping other people do the same thing to get to where they want to get to. Not worrying about all the negative. I never really focused on any of that stuff that made no sense. But knowing that everything is paid, knowing that, the refrigerator is always going to be full. Um, I'm always going to be able to date her, hold her hand, go golfing, smoke some cigars with the boys. It's just in those moments. Like there's a peace there's a calmness. I didn't say I'm always happy. I just said there's a peace. When you have peace, oh my God. When you have peace, the intangibles of what this business can do for you, you'll find your way. In this program, it may not be selling programs, it may be creative, but you'll find your way. But look for the peace. That's what this does.
Absolutely
That's all.
amazing. Like you have honestly changed so many lives with just being there. To think this was supposed to be 15 minutes.
You
But that being said, I'm so happy that you decided that, you know what, my time is worth it if it comes to this young girl from South Africa who just saw you some time ago and decided, oh my gosh, Tim, thank you so much, Tim, from the bottom of my heart. And I think everyone who is here who has watched and listened, we literally got to listen to a multiple nine-figure earner. I'm speaking it into existence for you, okay?
it's
That is
already here, baby. It's already here. Absolutely. I
it's
love
already
that.
there. No, Tim, you are absolutely amazing. Just know, right? Your story, okay? What was it? Best Buys.
Yeah, Best Buy.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness they did what they did because if they didn't, this live would have been over and it wouldn't have been as powerful as it was today. So thank you so much for that. Thank goodness for
Absolutely.
me as well that I was working 13-hour shifts. I didn't know my uniform, or not my uniform, my clothes. I only knew my uniform. My uniform was blue. That is all I knew. I couldn't wear my own clothes. I was working so hard and I couldn't even do something as simple as buying my parents food from their favorite restaurant. I
Mm.
couldn't do anything, got involved in 2 accidents and
Somebody's calling you. Hang on. Somebody's calling you,
no,
right?
it's
No?
okay. They're calling me, but like it can wait.
Hey, I'm going to
No,
leave you on one real quick note before I jam out.
okay.
You guys that are listening, what you have here and this young lady here is something very, very special. I really want you to understand. So if you're sitting on the fence and you're not really, hey, I don't know if I should do this or I shouldn't know if I get it. I'm just telling you, there's a lot of people in the online space that do a lot of great things. But I think that to have the heart behind it, and I tell you what, if I had to start all over again, I would definitely want to have an opportunity to start with you because I think what you do is you just keep it simple. This is a very simple opportunity that you have here. So I'm sending you love and joy to you guys. Get with this young lady, and then we'll do this again, I promise.
No problem, Tim. Thank you. Thank you
God
so
bless,
much.
babe.
Keep well. God bless. Keep well.
You too, my friend.
Bye. Oh my goodness, guys. Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. What just happened? What just happened? What? No, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry, Shim, because thugs don't cry. I don't even know what to say. Hi, my world is also flipped over. What? You know, Mandy Sane, I sent a voice note to the group to Spanish, actually saying like, okay guys, so this is what's happening. But then I deleted it because I felt like, shh, let me not. And Mom Pot, they listened to it. And then she asked me like, hey, well, and then why would you delete? But now I just feel like that was a terrible mistake, because all of you guys who were here and listened to that, I don't even know what to say. You know what? Nothing changes if nothing changes. Mom Joyce, you've been here from the beginning. Thank you so much. Nothing changes if nothing changes. I'm definitely going to do that. Definitely. I'm doing that right now after this live. I need you to understand that nothing changes if nothing changes. Okay? Nothing changes if nothing changes. This is someone who decided that he was going to make a change. Father of 5. Husband. You know what I mean? Ah, oh, Rema, to think you were just passing by. I appreciate that you stayed. You know what I mean? But yeah, that being said, some of you who are probably watching from the outside or who are here are probably thinking to yourself, like, listen, this is some American man talking about, hi, Mary. This is some American man talking about making money online. No, the reason I asked him to be here is because of the fact that we are from different, we are on different parts of the spectrum. Like, he is in America, he's a grown man, father of 5, husband. I'm in South Africa, young woman who just turned 28, don't have any kids, still living with her parents. The only real life experience I have is the 9 to 5 that I always speak about. And I wanted you guys to get a different perspective. I wanted you guys to hear that it's possible for you to experience more than just something as simple as retiring yourself from the 9 to 5, because that is very simple. I want you to understand that you can experience something so much more than just making an extra income. This is not extra income. I will never talk about this like a side hustle or an extra income, because if you decide to treat this like a side hustle or an extra income, it is going to pay you like a side hustle or an extra income. Okay? And so you just need to make sure that you have mastered the skills. It is, guys, Tim is someone, he spoke about making $89,000 a month. Last month he made $89,000. March, he made $89,000. Go to your calculators and do the conversion in your currency, wherever you might be. That is not even a salary. I don't even, what is that? What is it? That some people work every day for 13, 12 hours a day, and they don't even see that in a year. Okay, so I want you to understand that we are living in the 4th industrial revolution. If you can understand that your life can change, if you allow it to, then it will, okay? It is a lot, exactly. So that being said, nothing changes if nothing changes. You are sitting there thinking to yourself, it's been 3 months, 4 months, I haven't seen a sale. Tim, he's an American man, hadn't seen a sale in 4 months. But he decided to remain consistent. His shift actually started when he got into one of these calls with Michelle. And he asked Michelle a question. And ever since month number 4, he's been making Boma 2 to 3 sales every single day. That is the life that he's been experiencing, okay? And I don't know about you, but I do not want to ever go to the 9 to 5 again. Yeah, my story, I feel like crying. No, you should cry because you are human. Allow yourself to cry, Mary. Allow yourself to cry. Feel whatever it is that you need to feel. I cried a couple of days ago because I wasn't happy with how my business is going, especially with all the things that are happening in here with this app. You know what I mean? Yeah, Yes, it's not easy in the beginning, but you need to realize that in order for you to experience certain changes that a specific personality experiences all the time, you have to die. Parts of you have to die. And death is always painful. So when you are feeling like, man, nothing is happening with me, ask yourself, have I mastered the skills? Like, just go to your content, go through your own content. Besides asking someone to Besides asking someone to go through your content for you and tell you what is your problem, go through your own content and genuinely audit your account. Audit your account and ask yourself, what is it that I'm doing? Ask yourself, would I buy from me? You know what I mean? That being said, you guys, it's been almost 2 hours of me being live. Nothing changes if nothing changes. To you guys who are here, you deserve a big round of applause for being here. Let me just get the clapping. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. Nothing changes if nothing changes, okay? So let's just do a really big, priming. Yes, Mandisa, thank you so much for the word. Let's just do a big priming here inside these comments. I'm gonna need you guys to put a big fat yes in the comments if you are accepting that those figures that you heard earlier on, that is your portion, okay? If you are accepting that you are a millionaire, look at you, Miss Millionaire. If you are accepting that you are a millionaire, okay, I don't care what your bank account looks like. I don't care what is happening in your life right now. I was on the verge of repossession. I was on the verge of getting my car repossessed, you guys. I was on the verge of just being a complete failure in the eyes of my family. I was there. I was working every day, but I couldn't even buy myself clothes. I was wearing torn jeans. My jeans were, I don't even know. I'm not going to talk about that. The point I'm trying to make is I see those yeses. I see you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to be live again tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. But that being said, it has been an honor and a pleasure. I love you guys. Bye.